this is very and so this happens a lot of times. Like, let's say you're talking to a girl, then she just like randomly ghosts or acts weird or whatever, or she doesn't like, you know, she flakes last minute, or she's very abrupt in certain things. A lot of the times, guys, that comes back to some dude that she was talking to in her past has come back into the picture. Whether it was an ex-boyfriend, an old smash buddy, a guy that didn't rejected her before, but now he's coming back into it. Like, that's ends up happening a lot of the times, because contrary to what like some girls might say, it's very difficult for women to date multiple guys at the same time. Like, some girls do it, but typically they do that until they find the best counterpart, and then they just stick with that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, most girls would prefer to be talking to and seeing one guy exclusively from a sexual standpoint, especially. It's very difficult for them to give their body out to more than one guy at a time. Now, are some girls capable? Of course. But a lot of them would prefer not to do that. So if a guy comes back into the fray that they liked already, and you're trying to set something up with her, and you guys are in the early stages and she's not attached to you yet, she'll go back to the familiar. She will go back to the familiar, right? She's not like, girls aren't like us where like we like something new, right, all the time. Like, girls, if they can, would prefer to stick with something that they already know. Because as you guys know, their job is to preserve their value. Your job as a man is to create your value. So men like new and strange, women like old and familiar. It is what it is typically, right? Especially if that guy was like an ex, or a guy that like maybe broke up with her or whatever it is, she's going to want that validation from that guy. So you guys would be surprised at how many times like you'll get flaked on or whatever, and she won't even give you a response because she don't want to tell you that someone else came into the picture. Or it could be an ex or whatever, or she just found a better option. And that's just what it is. And he was able to get to her faster than you did.
Think about this. Every girl that you meet out and about, that you're going to date with, it smashes somebody at the same time. Now, what Myron said earlier is that, like, when you meet the girl for the first time, she has people in her life from before, which means you have to outdo her current guy that she's dealing with so she can go to you. It's weird, but have that mindset, but that's what's happening, guys. Like, she knew guys before you that were smashing her before you. So she's meeting you, she's okay, is this guy up to par? Is he actually this guy I want to be with? Is he actually the guy I want to take serious? Once she confirms that, she'll go to you. But ultimately, somebody had her before you. It's crazy.
And also, it's really like spontaneous. Like, that's another thing too. Like, some of you guys might hook up with a girl, right? And then like you'll hit her up, and then she don't respond to you. Like, someone asked this question before.
Yeah.
Like, I hooked up with this girl, and then she like started ghosting me, whatever. Bro, there could be a multitude of reasons. It could be buyer's remorse. It could be another guy came back into the picture. You were just a little fling, right? You caught her at the right time. Like, women are super emotional. So like, how they feel at the time dictates what they do. Okay. Again, one more time for you guys. A lot of the times they're very emotional. So how they feel at the time dictates what they do. So if they're feeling like young and wild and free, they'll hook up with a guy that they meet at a club or whatever. But then the next day they might regret and say, "Oh my God, I feel so bad," and then they'll go back to the guy that they had before. Like, it's very unpredictable, right? A lot of times. So this is just a game, guys. This is just a game. When you're a guy and you've been in it for a bit and you've dealt with a good amount of ladies, you'll just know this stuff. It just happens. You can't take it personal. You can't get mad, and that's just what it is. Like, there's so many different things that could come into play, man. Like, there's so many variables that you can't control. That's why I tell you guys it's so important to handle the variables that you can control, like your own sexual market value, the way that you look, your fitness and stuff like that, because you want to maximize your SMV so you can mitigate a lot of the problems that you're going to deal with naturally from dealing with girls. I mean, you look, we're telling you guys all this shit can happen, and some of you guys are in the chat are like, fuck, man, fuck this shit. I was like, this is what I'm up against, whatever. So if you have all these things that you're up against, like, at least dominate the things that you can control.
Yeah. All right, that's good. Last two here. Number 6 is she just enjoys attention from guys. So as you guys know, girls love attention. Social media, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever that may be, they want to cry on camera, tell you their feelings to get your comments and likes on their posts. Now, bigger, I want to say, orgasm of like attention is when you make a guy get mad at you for flaking, or for example, be invested in this date and then flake. Because you can say, "Oh, this guy's mad at me. Look what he texted me. I didn't show up on the date. He got mad. Look what he said to me." They put you in a group chat, laugh at you, whatever. That is the worst thing that they can do. But that's what they do. They want attention so bad to show their friends that, "Oh, I made this guy flake," whatever. And what happens is, you as a guy is like, "Damn, I set up the date, made a reservation, whatever. I missed work, whatever you did to make this date happen." And she's laughing because, oh, just for attention, or maybe for to make her friends laugh. The point of guys is that, like, sometimes they're just bad people, and even though they want to say, "Oh, I'm a good girl," whatever, bro, she's flexing on you because she wants attention. So it happens all the time, man. It happens all the time.
Yeah. This is, I guess, where you get into more like the negative side.
Are we on YouTube still?
Yeah, we're still on YouTube.
Because I want to say more about. I don't want to say on YouTube.
Yeah, go to Rumble so that Fresh can finish his thought and what he wanted to say. So yeah, guys, we're gonna coming over to Rumble if you guys are watching on YouTube. Yeah, guys, like I told y'all, these types of videos always get us in trouble on YouTube, so we got to be careful with what we say on there. So yeah, we're on Rumble now. Go ahead,
bro. I'll tell you this straight up off the bat, bro. What happens to these girls, bro, is that they get just so bad, and they'll literally sit there and be like, "Oh yeah, this guy right here wants to take me on a date." Group chat with their friends, and they'll be like, "Yeah, so he does this and that, but I'm gonna stand him up. Here's what he's gonna say," and they screenshot it and put it in a group chat, and that's what they do, and that's all they do all day. Mind you, they have a guy that they're gonna go with already. They're just playing games with you to make a joke about you, and they may even know you in the city. They may know who you are, but to make you look bad and just have a laugh for attention, that's what they'll do. But they're fucking bro. That's what they do all day. It's weird for attention.
Yeah. This is you guys will be surprised at how many girls actually do this shit, man. Like sometimes they'll just they'll lead you on just to like get a rise, bro. And it's really fucked up that so many girls do that shit. But a lot of girls like just genuinely enjoy pissing you off, getting a reaction, and like trying to see what they could push your buttons. And that's what they do, bro. Like this, like yo, I told you guys before. Attention is a girl's that's like sex to them, guys. Like attention for them is like sex. Like they get off on men wanting them and guys desiring them, and they also get off on the opportunities that they get so that they can say, like, for example, when you guys see these delusional girls come on the podcast, right, on After Hours, and they behave the way that they do and say the stupid shit that they say, do you guys know why they talk like that or why they have this worldview? It's because men for fucking years have pedestalized them. So then they come on this pod and say the dumb shit like, well, I can have any man that I want, like that 31 or 32-year-old that was on here earlier, right? That has another nigga's name tattooed on her back. Like, girls literally come in and think this way and behave this way because there's been years of programming where guys have simped on them, guys have done this to them, so then they think every guy is below them. If you take an average girl, she does not respect the average man, guys. I need you guys to really get this through your fucking skulls. Average women no longer respect average men. Okay, if you take an average chick, she still thinks she deserves an above average man. That's what they really be thinking. And so to them, a lot of the time, it's a game. How many guys can I get to be on me? How many guys can I get to message me? How many guys can I get to offer me things? And then it's, okay, let me fuck with these guys, whatever. And this is the kind of a dark side of it. A lot of girls do this shit, man. You guys will be shocked at how many girls have group chats and they play games with each other and say, oh yeah, let's piss this guy off. Especially if like you're a guy known in your city or whatever. Oh, this nigga hit me up. Look, this celeb. And they get off on curving people. Remember Mia Khalifa? She would show DMs from dudes all the time on her Instagram. Look, this guy fucking wants me. This guy wants me. Fucking porn star. Bragging about dudes DMing her. And other girls on Instagram all the time flexing, oh, look, LeBron messaged me. Oh, look, this guy messaged me. And they screenshot that shit and try to use it to their advantage. Like, so many girls do this shit. And, like, whether they're celeb or not, girls do it, man. Because they get off on men wanting them and they get off on rejecting them. Girls that literally do that shit.
And they're bad people, man. Very bad people. Take a step further, because we're on Rumble right now. Girls will screenshot guys that pay for sex, too, as well. So what happened is, they'll be like, oh, look, he paid me for sex. Put in a group chat. I know you're known as these guys that pay. And as a result, you're a trick because off rip, they're like, okay, this guy's cool, whatever, we don't know him. But once they get you like that, you're like compromised because now they got your info. You send them money, whatever, screenshot, put in a group chat. Now you're a big ass trick. And now everyone, all their friends like, oh yeah, he's a trick. I'm going to try to finesse this guy. Yeah. That's what they do, man. Yeah. So be careful, guys.
Yeah. I mean, granted, if she put that shit out, she would make herself look bad. But
they put it in a group chat with girls only.
Yeah.
They don't put it in public unless.
Yeah, because then the niggas would know.
Yeah.
But that would be funny, though. Today's sponsor is Be Naked. After 30, your testosterone drops by 2% every year. Yeah, that's right. While you're out here scrolling TikTok, your masculinity is packing his bags. But you don't have to be that guy. Step up with Naked Organs. This ain't no soy boy supplement. This is straight up 100% bison organs, liver, kidney, heart. The stuff men have been using for centuries to stay sharp, strong, and keep their testosterone sky high. Forget your vegan pea protein, quinoa, or whatever weak sauce they're pushing. This is Primal Power, packed with B12, iron, and zinc. Real nutrients that your body needs to stay jacked and ready to dominate. Go to BeNaked.com, use code FRESH, and get 15% off. Keep your masculinity in check, guys. Code word FRESH. BeNaked.com, use code FRESH for 15% off.
Support them, support us.